Well, today, wow, it's an awesome day. So we give God the praise, the the giver of life, the maker of man. I thank Him for good health. We thank Him for life. We thank Him for everything. I'm live here again. This is Property Matters a live video here on YouTube, and of course, we're also going to be having another live video on Instagram. So I'm also going to be sharing the link. So I'll be commenting my number on on this question on this particular subject matter. But today we are going to be addressing something that is very fundamental. So I will be so what I'm doing presently right now is that I'm dropping my number for those who may not be online to follow this. Okay, that's my number there, so um, you can send your um, I want to drag this. Let me put this one here. Okay, so you can see my face. Can you see my face? All right. So that is my number there. It's my WhatsApp number. So in case you have questions, you can send your questions to me, and let us have an interactive session. Good afternoon, everybody. So today we're okay. Thank you very much for joining. I already have someone joining. Okay. We're supposed to have this live session by tomorrow, but I just information reaching me right now says we're going to be having a football match, and I wouldn't want to take more of. So today we're going to be talking about the proposed Ibeju Lekki International Airport and the three fundamental questions that you need to ask before you invest. This is going to be another insightful session. This is so because after my previous live session that I had, that was 2 days ago, a lot of people reached out to me. Please, in case you are coming across this, please do well to drop your questions. If you cannot drop your question in the comment section, you can send your question to that particular number, because that's question and answer proper. We are going to be looking at some important things that we need to discuss. So I got a lot of inquiries, I got a lot of questions, and I love the fact that people are waking up to the consciousness that the airport access of Ibeju Lekki is a fundamental and a perfect investment for everybody. And let's start this conversation. Please, in case you're coming across this for the first time, please, if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, we are giving values. We're giving a lot of values, and at the same time, we help investors to invest in a safe, profitable, and rewarding locations. So we just don't talk. We also help investments. We are a real estate consultancy firm, so we help our investors to get the best. So today, let's talk about three fundamental questions to ask before you invest in the airport access. But before I go into that very quickly, I'm also going to start by explaining why the airport axis right now has made Ibeju Lekki a hotspot for investment. I can recall vividly that 2 years ago, I bought a 300 square meter right behind my house where I'm presently renting. I think I bought it for around 3 million. Yes, it's a half plot. And one of the reasons why it was that cheap is based on the fact that the owner of the property actually needed the fund for something. So I just knew that it was a good opportunity for me to own it. Now, something actually happened on that site. Okay, so the people now thought that I wanted to sell. For the land I bought in for just 3 million for around 2 years ago, I've received 3 offers, and the cheapest I've seen so far is 10 million. And I told them I'm not going to sell. So, and the fascinating thing basically is that this land is like 25 or 30 minutes away from the airport. And if a land I bought 2 years ago for just 3 million can be worth 10 million. The cheapest I've gotten so far is 10 million, and of course, I'm not selling it. That's just a fact. But this actually signifies something. This is a pointer to something that is very, very fundamental. And what is that? This basically is a clear indicator that the Ibeju Lekki axis is a very, very rewarding location. It's a very, very rewarding location. It's something that you have to, own an investment there. And despite the fact that you must or you need to have an investment there, there are some how do I put this now? Okay, there are still some individuals that definitely will want to take advantage of your curiosity. So we also need to look at that and try as much as possible to guide you as an investor. So what are the three fundamental things? Sorry, I'm actually sharing this live broadcast. In case you're joining us, please do well to subscribe. Tell your friends and family that we're live, and let us have this conversation. So what are the three? So the property I bought 2 years ago was just 3 million. Now the cheapest offer for a plot of land, though, of course it's gazetted. It's a gazette land. So I've received an offer for 10 million. Imagine what will now be, the offers you will receive, okay, for if you have investment. So I'm going to be sharing some fundamental investment opportunities with you, even in the question and answer session of this live broadcast. So in case you're coming across this, please do well to share this video. And of course, if you're coming online, you can also double tap, give us a like on this live session so that YouTube can show this good message, this important interactive session with meaningful and passionate Nigerians who are also interested in. So of course, you can also tell your friends and families that King's Court Properties is Property Matters is live. And let's quickly talk about it. So what are the fundamental questions that you must ask? The first fundamental questions that you should look at is that how credible and reliable is the developer that is selling? In my last video, in my last live session, I spoke extensively about some important things that every real estate investors must understand. And I talked about the issue of credibility. I talked extensively about the issue of trust, and I also spoke extensively on integrity. And these three fundamental things are things that you cannot overlook, because you see, real estate in Lagos is, should I say, is a fundamental thing. It's should I say it's war? It's an important thing, and there's interest. And what makes this particular location to be very, very important is that government interest is there, private sector interest is there, and trust me, everybody who has money now and who is interested in investing in Lagos is definitely looking at that airport. So the developer's credibility is of importance factor that you obviously cannot ignore. And a lot of people have been asking, why exactly do I need to talk about this? Why exactly do I need to look at this? So let's talk about, so can the developer protect my investment? Can the developer do the needed documents, the needed approvals, that if peradventure in the future, okay, government is coming to that axis, my investment is safe? In my previous video, I said it repeatedly, that there were estates in that locations that I know, okay, that have been transferred to over 2, 3, 4, 5 developers. So there are some signposts you are seeing in that airport axis today that was once inhabited and once sold by previous real estate developers. And the fundamental thing basically is that as far as Lagos is concerned, okay, whoever can afford to pay government gets the title. And these are some of the things that real estate investors don't know, basically. So you need to talk about the developer's credibility, because these things are very, very important. So you also need to look at that developer's credibility. Now, in the aspect of credibility, what exactly should you focus on? I think the first thing you should focus on basically is that, can this particular developer sell it to me afford to do the right thing? Because you see, as far as Lagos is concerned, I know you've heard people saying that uh, connection is very key. I have been in situations and circumstances whereby I've been trying to get a C of O document signed, and for as long as I've been going to,